Hi, lovely to see everybody. And this is the project I'm doing using the Line Dot Arrow Magical Tea Party kit. I have never really fully used a kit before. This is the first time, and I must say how much I'm enjoying it. I was hoping to have had the journal done by now, but sadly I've been very poorly. I was rushed into hospital last week by ambulance after a collapse and chemical imbalance, they tell me. And I'm home now, tired and resting. And next week my husband is whisking me off to Fuerteventura, one of the Canary Islands in Spain, for some sunshine and rest. So what I thought I'd do, because I've not had a chance to complete it, I didn't want you to think I'd just deserted my journal, so I thought I would show you where I'm up to. So here it is. The front. Oh, I've just knocked a little flower off. I'm not sure where I've knocked that from. Yes, I am. The front is still the same. Well, it's virtually all still the same. I've not really done anything at it. I've been home a few days and I haven't done any crafting. Anyway, so this is the front. And I am going to put this avocado dyed trim, rosette trim down the side, and I'm going to use this beautiful glass, vintage glass bead, crystal bead necklace as a closure. I think I've stuck this on since I last saw you. And this is Tim Holtz, but these are from the kit. Let me check I am in frame. I am in frame. So those are what I'm using as the closure. This is a tea bag on the front. This is a tea bag which I have decoupaged with tea bag paper, which I printed on with the fairy, one of the fairies that's in the kit. I've got a video on how I did that. Keeping that little fairy theme because she is so, I love all the fairies, but she's so pretty. Did I leave that open? No. So here's the another tea bag that I decoupaged with tea bag paper and embellished. This is a vintage applique off a wedding dress that I dyed this lovely light. I don't know. Oh, I know what the colour was. Guacamole. There is a little secret pocket up there, so maybe I'll do something with that. And then the back at the moment looks like this. There is a pocket up here. Maybe I'll do something up there. I don't know. There's the back. So inside, I haven't done anything here yet, apart from the big doily, which I did with gesso, and I put all little glittery bits on. Can you see that? It's glitter like it was an ice and snow embossing powder. If you saw that video, you'll see what fun I had with that. There was more glitter on me, on my floor, trod through my house than ever before. I had a bit of a glitter explosion. So here is the front, and there's a pocket here, and these are butterflies are out of the kit. This is an embellishment I made myself. This embellishment I made myself. But little fairy there, and the word adventure comes from the kit. I then used the papers from a a vintage autograph book because I like the colours. I thought they went perfect. I've put this, it's a rub-on, and I don't know if you can see, but it is a sparkly rub-on. I think it's quite an old rub-on, I think so. Here we go. I don't know who made it, who it's by, but there's some really pretty. They remind me of henna. It's been Diwali and, sorry, not Diwali, Eid, And so a lot of our Asian community have got beautiful drawings on the hands and arms, the women, and it just reminds me of that. It's the same colour. Here at the front is this is a library pocket, and on it I have put one of the cups out of the kit, and the cup I have just you see it's shiny. I did that with clear matte, was it? Oh, a clear embossing powder, and then I put some holographic embossing powder over the top. And in there is this little library card, and I put one of those little rub-ons on, little butterfly. This is from my own sort of personal stash. Gesso on the page there. Inside, whoop. I've got a bit of a, there we go, sticky situation going on. Inside we've got this beautiful doily, a square doily, which I have put a pressed flower out to the garden and the words enchanted. I also, there's two doilies here, a circular one and a square one. I inked it, and I've also put clear gesso on to give it some strength. This page, there's a pocket, and in the pocket is a vintage postcard from a place called Looe, L-O-O-E, in the UK, and it's called Piskie Gold. In the West Country in Cornwall, they call their pixies, it's little fairy folk, they call them piskies, P-I-S-K-Y. Always a great laugh when we were children to actually just to say the word. And there's a little story about Roker Peendy, who saw the piskies one evening, and obviously because you're not really supposed to see them, there's a little story that goes with that. So that is just in there. Here's a pocket I made, and I decoupaged, I printed onto tea bag paper some of the kit, and I've just decoupaged it onto there. I've done a 4 stitch around, and inside there is a little tag that I made that I just like the colours. It's one I had in my stash, but I thought the colours went lovely, so I've put one of the words adventure excuse me, and these are Angelina fibres, and it looks a bit like a Franken tag. It isn't, it's just how I stitch the squares, and you've got little individual areas to write on. That's in there. Here we have got another of those little rub-ons, and this little birdie is part of the kit, is part of the kit, so that's why I put a bird up here. And in here so far we've got a little tag that I made using one of the cups. I love this like watercolour look of the kit. It looks like somebody's literally watercoloured it, and it's actually stuck on some vintage, it's the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, some Edith Holden paper, and all the stitching I've done in olive green. There's a little tag that I made. There's if you have a look through, you'll see how I made that tag. I think it's really pretty. This little envelope I made a while ago for a different journal, one I did called Threads, but it's still, I had a few left over, and this fits perfectly in. And inside is a little sort of pink tag. Just the colours all just go so beautifully. They're such beautiful pastel colours. I'm thinking of putting a taller tag in as well, but then the more tags I put in, the thicker it will go, and I'm very sort of restricted to how much I can put in because of the spine. Here is my page that I divided up with a ruler. There is a video on how I did that. I wanted this smudged look, watercolour butterfly, some daisies, there's a forget-me-not there, and another of those rub-ons. See that? Really nice. And at the top here, using a little tiny Tin Holtz paper clip, I've put the tea bag, This is an altered tea bag. I've used some of the, these are out of the kit, stuck these flowers on there. And inside the tea bag is a little bit of journaling space. That one, there's another of the watercoloured butterflies, which there is a video on, because I've done a series for this one, like episode 1, 2, 3. Not quite sure where this is up to. Not quite sure where I'm up to at the moment, let alone my journal. Next page. I love these pages, how you know, they sort of step out and with the glassine bag there. So here is the other side of the tea bag. There is the house that's in the kit, which are backed with this paper is actually way over 100 years old, 1887 I think, so 150 odd year old paper. Excuse me. I put one of Tim Holtz tiny, I don't know what they're called, I'm going to sneeze now. Tim Holtz tiny, I don't know what they are, they're all these little tiny bits, tiny bits on there. The windows, I opened the window, I didn't open the windows, I cut the windows, and I've put, I don't know if you can see, but it actually does look like glass. I was going to put some mica behind, but again, I'm bothered about how thick and, you know, I'm trying to keep it as flat as I can. So there's some, what's it called? Laminate behind, and then the shutters and the window frame I've covered with this same embossing powder, this Christmassy snowball bottom powder. These flowers looked like, in that drawer, I think they're made of vellum, I think. So they were like this. So vellum flowers. And they're just in my own stash. So I then covered them in, oops, that's come loose. I covered them in, I've gone pretty crazy on the embossing powders in here. And I particularly like this snowy one. Let me look if I can see it. Tell you which one it is. It is the where are you? It'll be right under my nose somewhere. It's called something like Snowflakes and Tinsel. It's something, it's a Christmassy one. And I think it's really, really pretty. But after watching Seth Apter, he is not afraid to use embossing powders, and he just piles them up. He says, why do one layer when you can do 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Paper Mania, and it's called Tinsel Snowflake. It's absolutely, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's like got the whiting for the snowflake, and a little piece of fabric in there. It's got the whiting and the holographic as well. So I am definitely going to be buying more of that. It is absolutely beautiful. So we open up, these papers are from the kit. We open up, there's another forget-me-not, another butterfly. I wanted these butterflies to look as though they've been like, I've been outdoors painting and caught in the rain. That's what I wanted them to look like, and I'm happy with the effect. Then here, this is a glassine envelope, and I've got these bits in it. Just take them out. So this is a cup out of the kit, and what I did was put one of the rub-ons on. So cut out the little cup. Here it is. This is the cup, but a smaller one. I cut it out. I put the rub on. I did it with some Victorian Velvet Distress around the edges. I used one of these little rub-ons on there, on the cup, and then I've actually put it inside Now I was going to do something else on that page. I was thinking of gold stencil work and all sorts of things. But actually, just how pretty is that little cup on its own? Where's the other cup? Let's get the cup. How beautiful are those cups? And there's more yet. I've got so much more cup craft to do for in this book. So in here I've just put some tickets. I have put, for now, I have put, hang on, let's turn it like that. What lovely noise. I've put this vintage playing card with this. I know it's a kingfisher, but it just reminded me of the, you know, the blue and pink. So it's blue and it's pinky red chest. I was going to decorate that side, but I thought, do you know, it's just a beautiful piece of ephemera in itself. Let's keep it as such. And here is a, I think it's a vintage style, like a receipt. So you'd buy something, list it and the cost. So it is a receipt. So that is what I had done up to going into hospital. I'm not going to do anything on here because I think that's a great page to write on. I might put something on the inside of this, but I might not. I just think that looks lovely on it as it is. So this is going to stay. I've gessoed all these pages. This will stay like this. And then I'm up to the middle of this for signature where I made this pocket. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to need 8 tags. So I've had a look through some. I'm going to use the kit to make the tags. But I've got this time card. So what I thought I would do is do some more printing onto tea bag paper. And then decoupage, so we get some cup or bird or flower or something image on that. I've picked out another playing card of the pinks and blues, but this one I am going to decorate. I have got this pink card, so I'm going to decorate that. All using the kit. These will all be kit decorated. This card, best wishes, I love the butterflies. So on here, I am definitely going to, I think that's stuck down there. I'm going to do some more tea bag paper printing and put that onto there from the kit. So that'll be in there. I've also got, I bought, because I'm going on my holidays, I've been buying myself some new clothes, and this came with this lovely tag. This tag with this lovely, this was through the tag. So I'm going to probably gesso this and use some of the kit on there. And this will then dangle out the bottom. How lovely is that? How lovely will that look? Dangling out the bottom there. What else have I got? I am going to do some funky stuff with, I've got this tea bag that I embellished. And it is a tea bag inside. It's a tea bag within its container. That's another one that I did. All using the kit. These are like 4 stamps in the kit. So I probably will put this one in here. So maybe Sunday, because I'm in a textile group and tomorrow we're all meeting up for afternoon tea and a little charity fundraising and stitching and natter. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So I'll probably do a little bit of this on these pages on Sunday. I got this as well. This is, I got it at Hobbycraft, and I think it's like, it was in the wedding section. you see, and I think it is for a cupcake or maybe a table decoration, but I'm going to do something with that too. Thought that would look really pretty. So these are what I'm going to be working on next. So if I do these on Sunday, I will certainly bring you along with me so you can see what I've done. We can put some of the words on here from the kit. So this page, this isn't from the kit, this is from a vintage floral book I had, but I'm going to make everything in here from the kit. The back of the glassine envelope, I've got this I made from the kit. I do love these. It's a tag as opposed to a ticket. There's a little book in there, the vintage looking papers, all in these lovely pastel colours. They're in there. And yep, so I'll be continuing with that, but this is what I'm going to do on hopefully Sunday, if not Monday, depending on how I feel, depending on how everything is inside, and we can do some crafting together, I hope. So I really hope that I've not run past my line dot arrow time to present my journal, and I hope that we can you can join me on Sunday. So thank you so much, thank you. And people that have already started to send me good wishes and things from the social media, my subscribers and what have you, just thank you. Just to know somebody's thinking about me is absolutely wonderful. Oh, let me show you this, let me show you this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And that is on a pocket there, little pocket there, tuck down the side. But all I did was I had, this is a butterfly wax seal, and Peggy sent me this. So this has come all from the way from the United States. It's got these beautiful butterflies that Peggy had made on this ribbon, and I've just put some of the, see the back here, this was like a, it's already tea stained, and it was like a tray cloth or maybe a placemat. So I just cut those out because I love like the pastel. You see that going through? Then I just put the words on. Love flowers and butterfly. I might do those with some diamond glaze, who knows. But yeah, I thought that was really, really pretty. So that is where I'm up to, and I hope I've not missed any deadlines and things like that to be part of this lovely group and this lovely kit to use. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.